Welcome all. How are you all? I hope that you are doing really great. On behalf of Council for Creative Education Finland and University of Jyväskylä, I am Hiram Kulkarni and my colleague Dr. Christoph Venivesi. Welcome you
Greetings
all.
to everybody.
Hi Christoph, welcome. How are you doing?
I'm fine. I'm pretty excited about the upcoming conference, I must say.
Yes, exactly. So we all the organizations, those who are involved in taking efforts to make this conference a success, are really excited, and we are having an amazing program coming in 2 days on 21st and 22nd April. So let's try to understand what exactly is going to come in this conference and how it is being arranged. So for that, me and Christoph will have a quick discussion, and I think we are getting a lot of questions and comments from many parts of the world. So we will take those questions as a part of that. So first, before we start, Christoph, can you introduce yourself so that we can have all the audience that who are we and what we do actually. So let's start with you. Christoph, please introduce yourself.
My pleasure. Thank you very much, Hiram. My name is Christoph Venivesi. I'm living in Finland, in central Finland. I'm a researcher in the University of Jyväskylä in the Finnish Institute for Educational Research. And my main research area is STEAM learning. So how to integrate science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics. And it also includes, of course, creativity, which will play a great role in this conference, and innovation as well, which will be the other topic of our celebration. So creativity and innovation, this is what we are going to celebrate tomorrow and the day after tomorrow, right?
Yes, very much. So actually, I think the idea of the conference here is that we can see that in last 1 year we have seen a tremendous change in the mindset of the teachers, schools, educators because of pandemic, because of lockdown. Everything was stopped initially, and then slowly we started to accustomize ourselves to the new normal. Now, Christoph, you have been working in the area of learning as well as onto creativity and mathematical learning. I'm sure that in last 1 year, you have been, and actually you travel a lot. Same with me, I travel a lot. But I'm sure that in last 1 year, you have met more people than the entire all other years because of the amazing connectivity online. Am I right?
It's absolutely true, and in the same time not, because I'm also trying to keep my thoughts on those whom I was unable to meet, because I think on the one hand the world has opened up and we were more focused, fortunately, to use these technologies what can connect us. But in the same time, to have access to these systems and to these technologies became a more burning issue than ever before. And I think this will be also discussed in our conference tomorrow.
Yes, very much. So the idea of the conference exactly lies in the same point, that whatever happened in the last 1 year, let's try to recapture during parts. So we have amazing presentations coming from different parts of the world, telling about their issues, problems which they tackled, and what are the innovative and creative methods which the schools, the educators, researchers came up for handling the issues for remote learning, hybrid learning, or even the case where the technology was not there, but still how they could be able to complete the education, or they could be able to did their best efforts, even if there was not a single technology or not a single euro was spent on technology, but still they did amazing work. So this is, first of all, this is the great tribute from all of us to all the teachers and hardworking people who could make this education a vibrant community for all of us. So thank you very much for this entire contribution, and it's our small effort that we can be able to involve these great teachers, come together and share their feelings, share their ideas, and how they foresee the future of new normal in this with the help of creative education. That's the objective of this conference. The background of this conference starts as a United Nations since 2008 declared the 21st April as a World Innovation and Creativity Day. Now, more and more years, now this organization is now booming and spreading, and now it is being now celebrated as a week actually. So we started in this week the Innovation and Creativity Day celebrations, and on 21st and 22nd, CCE with University of Jyväskylä is coming up with this conference in which we are going to speak many things about the creative education in new normal. So for that, today it's just a brief introduction for all the those who would wish to participate in the conference, and we are going to go through the agenda and try to see what is going to ahead for us for 2 days. So, Christoph, I think we should start with this entire idea of the conference first, actually, so that we can go through that part. Let's go through some quick highlights of the conference first, actually. So, this conference is going to take place for 2 days, 21st and 22nd April, which is Wednesday and Thursday. The conference is being co-organized by Council for Creative Education Finland and University of Jyväskylä with the help of and support from the World Creativity and Innovation Day. So this will be our every year CCE Finland organize the symposium on creative education. Since last year, we decided that University of Jyväskylä and CCE will come together and work on this process, and then we started. And last year, we were supposed to organize the physical conference, but everyone knows that in March, lockdown happened. But within few days, we came together and we decided to have an online conference. And to our surprise, we got a tremendous response. We had more than 12,000 unique visitors watching our conference for one day of 21st April. Christoph, what was your experience on that day?
Yes, I think it's important to mention the history of this event also for us, because as you said, it was last year when we decided for the first time that CCE Finland and University of Jyväskylä as UNESCO chairs, because we have UNESCO chairs, will celebrate together the World Day for Creativity and Innovation. And this was exactly coinciding with the start of the pandemic and all the lockdowns. And our celebration just got really serious importance, I think, which the whole world faced with challenges. And creativity and innovation became an everyday skill, not only just a slogan, but really something, especially in the field of education and all parts in life, what needed to take seriously, and also what we needed to recognize that not only one kind of creativity exists, but there are many, many kinds of creativities what will come into action in a critical moment, in a critical situation. And actually, this critical situation just become extended. As we can see, so many kind of creativities and innovations are needed to go through these days and go through these weeks. And we would like to focus on this. We would like to reflect on this. We would like to see that how the everyday world of education is surviving in these challenging days. And you just mentioned in connection with my field, mathematics. So as you can know, that mathematics is the very field of problem solving. So I think we can recognize that if we want to brand 21st century, that it's very much looks like that 21st century is the century of problem solving, I think, and also the century for collaboration and collaborative creativities, collaborative innovations. So I think it's just more stronger reflected in this year's program, because in addition to our UNESCO chairs, so Professor Pekka Nathan-Mäki, who is the UNESCO chair for digital platforms for transforming economies, and Heikki Lytinen, who is the UNESCO chair for inclusive literacy, learning for all. So these are the two branches, I think, the two sides which became really important in these days and in this time of the pandemic, just more important than ever. So you also managed to bring us those highlights, those big names from this field that I think it will make our discussion very relevant in this specific time. Would you please name some of the main speakers from the program? I think everybody is excited to hear about this.
Yes, very much, Christoph. I think you put the background of the conference very clear, and also that's our objective, to bring the innovation and creativity during new normal as a part of the educational developments and reforms. And I think there is one major organization which oversees the overall global reforms in the education, and that's the OECD. So Program for International Student Assessment is the scale or the indicators for the education quality, which is being organized by the Organization for the Economic Cooperation and Development, OECD. And we are really fortunate to have a keynote address for this conference by Dr. Andreas. And he is a key person in this defining the PISA results and designing the overall process of PISA. He has been a Director General of this PISA program and also the OECD's program onto the innovations and as well as the international instruments for learning and development. He has been a policy maker actually in designing part, and he is a very well-known speaker. So we are really fortunate to have him as a keynote speaker for us actually here. As you really mentioned that the host of this conference is University of Jyväskylä, so we have the Professor Pekka Nathan-Mäki, who is a UNESCO chair, and he will speak more about the technological developments, as Christoph, you mentioned, and actually how the technology can help the learning process. Along with that, Professor Heikki Lytinen has amazing work done in the field of the literacy, where the technology can be able to use for the reading ability, and what kind of new trends are coming where the language learning with the help of phonetics, but also with the help where the English is a second language and the primary language is a more towards the most of the European language or even African language or Indian languages. They are totally different than the second language actually at the same time. So he has come up with a very amazing project, and so we are going to hear him about this part. And then we have Professor Eroropo actually. I think Professor Eroropo is a backbone of the Council for Creative Education. When we started our work way back in 2012-13, and he has an inspirational factor for all of us. He is working as a professor in the University of Tampere in the Faculty of Education and Culture. And his specialty is mainly into the identity development and into the Finnish education. He's a well-known professor for getting sought for the Finnish education and reforms. And he's a Finland President Awardee as well. So we are going to hear him on the second day of 22nd April. On 21st April, we have Dr. Andreas and then Professor Pekka joining us on 21st. And along with this, actually, we have also the OECD has come up with a very interesting research onto the creative education. You will hear one criticism on the PISA results that it only takes only certain factors of the educational development model as a part of the assessment is concerned. But OECD is always on the upfront of making the changes, and that's why there are multiple initiatives. For example, in 2018, there was a survey on the resilience. Previous to that, there was a survey on to the grit or the kind of a motivation for the students to understand new technology. There was a technological service, and now there is also, which is close to our heart, is a creative learning. So OECD is coming up with the new, let's say, indicator and the survey in 2021, which will be declared in 2022, about the creative education or creative learning indicators. And for that, to know about this part, Stephen Vincent from OECD will be joining us live on 21st, and he is an amazing person who has worked onto the many of the creative projects by OECD, and he is currently leading the work of the education during COVID-19 crisis, and also the work onto the smart data and technology in education, including artificial intelligence learning and analytics. So his well-known article about fostering and assessing creativity and critical thinking in education was an amazing report. And during this conference, he is going to speak. He will be speaking on this part. Christoph, along with that, actually, we have some amazing speakers coming. So last time we have also Dr. Jim Friedman, who is a UN World Creativity and Innovation Day Chief Steward from USA. And then he will be joining us to give us the motivation and the inauguration words from USA. So that's amazing. Am I right?
Absolutely. He's a fantastic person, and he's the most authentic speaker, I think, what comes to the celebration of this day, because he was among the first ones who initiated this day and also made it together with his colleagues into United Nations celebration day. And let me also add some more highlights, if I may, to do so. So let me highlight Effie Baksevana from Greece. I don't know if you can find her on the screen. Yes. So Effie is a fantastic music educator. She combined live music activities with learning, and his videos and resources are followed by many people all around the world. And I'm also happy to see in the lineup Stavroula Kalogeras, who is a transmedia literacy professor, and very relevant research she's doing how to use meaningfully a lot of apps and storytelling and transmedia configurations. So it's very helpful to teachers. And Olaide Odediran from Nigeria, not less important, children living with dyslexia. Of course, I think when there are challenging situations, those children and those people who are already facing with challenges even in the old normal, not only in the new normal, I think it's more enhanced this risk situation, and we must be more careful than ever how to keep all people within reach. And she will present, I think, very important insights in connection with that. And if you go a little bit upper, then let me also highlight my friend Steve Sherman from South Africa, who is really working in the front line every day. And he was amazing that more than 1,000 children they are reaching like every week with all means. And he's really a person who works for how to diminish the inequalities in such a diverse society like South African society, and how to reach every children, and how to teach mathematics and mathematical thinking through fun. So I guess his contributions will be also rich in these methods and in these experiences. And I know that there are many other speakers who are very dear and very important for you. Of course, all speakers are very dear and important for us, but I'm sure that you want to help to highlight some more names from this amazing list what you just put together with your colleagues.
Yes, yes, exactly. So I think I'm really excited to hear all the speakers, and the topics are so interesting. This year, we just announced the theme, and we got a very amazing response from the every part of the world. You can see that we have received the response from more than 25 nationalities will be presenting, and 28 presenters will be presenting in 2 days. That's a super amazing. So the number itself is a mind-boggling altogether for us. So for that, we have a next speaker, which joining is from Serbia, Svetlana. She is a researcher in the field of creativity, Dr. Svetlana, and she herself is an academic director of one of the prestigious institute from from Serbia, and she is mainly concentrating on the understanding of the creativity as a wider academic community development and how the classroom exploration works. And actually, she's a director of the Link Education Alliance. Along with that, we have Dr. K.S. Samir Sinha. He is an amazing educator from India, from Bangalore, and he has a vast experience in the southern part of India, and he is a consultant for government to roll out the new educational policies, and his specialization is in the creativity within the Indian context, creative education within the Indian context. We are going to hear some amazing stories from him about how to develop the creativity in a large scale for the large classrooms, as well as what are the basic obstacles in the Indian education, new education policy obstacles, and how to solve those problems. I think with this, actually, I would like to ask question to Christoph. There is one dear friend of me, which is on the right side here, who is Christoph here, who will be speaking. What is your plan there? What you are going to speak in this conference?
I have many plans, but just to tell one of those plans. So I think I would like to speak about the role of uncertainty, which we all experience in these days very, very harshly and very uncomfortable ways as well. And when we think about how uncertainty can explode also our creativity and how it makes us creative, and also the other feeling hope, right? So I would like to talk about these two things, uncertainty and hope, in the terms of learning.
Wow, superb. I think we are really excited to have your presence for that. And so with this actually, along with Christoph, my other colleague Shirin Kulkarni, she will be speaking about the how in this COVID-19 pandemic, how the parents' reactions were there for the new normal teaching methods. So during last 1 year, Shirin and Simran has run an online experiment for the teaching kids of the age between age 3 to 6. And it is a normal conception or kind of assumption that, okay, kids of such a young age, they are not suitable for the online teaching, or they get bored. But Shirin and Simran, along with the entire team of ECS School, has come up with a very innovative approach and kind of a new solutions, which is called as the ECS box, of how to solve the issue of boredom and the active learning for the young kids. So you will hear how the things are happening. If we talked about it, and this group. Along with that, we have
Let me add just one thing, that Shirin Kulkarni is a co-organizer, a co-host
yes,
of this
obviously
event,
along with
together with you, and you've done an incredible work. It was amazing to follow it up from inside. It's a tremendous effort that you have more than 1,000 registrations already, right? From more than 60 countries. And the registration is still open, right? So you're still accepting people. So I'm really looking forward how to get seated everybody in this fantastic event. So I really encourage those who are not yet registered to come on board and don't miss the event of the year. I'm courageous to say it.
Very true, very true. So you are very right. Actually, we have got the initial interest from more than 1,000+ educators across the globe. And once we launch the part, we are expecting more than 15,000 live visitors to come online for next 2 days. That's our prediction, because last year we had the more than 2,000 registration, and we already crossed 12,000 on the day of the presentation. So this year also we are getting similar number. We are still getting the numbers right now. The current number is 1,602. That's a correct number what we are having right now.
I was back behind in the statistics with my 1,000.
No, this is really good actually. And Christoph, you had done a tremendous work also for getting very good. So I think there are a few more speakers whom actually we are looking forward.
We need to mention.
We are looking to add for that. And as Christoph said, please register yourself so that you can be able to get involved in the process of interacting with the speakers. You will see a lot of amazing videos by from Malaysia, Greece, Thusarani Rajendra, and she will be speaking on to the arts related part, getting artsy or exploring the language art in the new form. That's what she will be speaking. Then we have Alexia from Greece, and she will be talking about the pedagogical utilization of the land art and role of ICT onto the encouragement of the primary school students' creativity. Super topic actually. So we are looking for having her. And then we have Corrado Falcolini from Italy, and he will be speaking about how to make an aperiodic plane tessellation kit at a distance. Actually, he is quite a mathematic guy, and actually he's an associate professor of mathematical physics.
Yes, he's very well known also in math popularization, and he's been a curator of several exhibitions of connecting mathematics and art. So this is a great moment that he's also involved in this conference.
Yes, exactly. And we have Dr. Kevin Boron from UK, and he is a PhD in physics and engaged in the research of photonics for more than 25 years. And he works right now in the research areas of the creativity and research skills for the students actually. So, and his topic is what's a new process, or the process which has been used in many other industrial world, but also into the academic world now, is creative reflective practice and the idea generation. So that's what he will be talking. Then we have Kimiko Kitagawa from Japan. She is a teacher and library management expert from Japan, and she will tell that what the Japanese students did during this pandemic. Can you talk about Vilmos?
Yes. Vilmos Bosch was involved also in the last year in our event, and he's also really a frontline fighter in the COVID era. He's a very experienced teacher educator, and his mind is always on how to boost creativity for future teachers and how to offer opportunities for future teachers to get more experience about their own creativities and how to provide the best to the children when they go out to work. And he's doing a lot of webinars and online teaching in these days, and it's a great pleasure that he can be here and talk about the creative school and what does it mean to have a creative ecology in the school. And the other person who is also in the screen is Leonard Sommer, who is another person of great achievements and big dreams, that he's running a fantastic project for many years now, that he wants to collect all the best creative practices in education all around the world. Can you imagine that, Haram, that someone has this dream to have it all and have it in one single book? So I'm really looking forward how this book project is evolving. He will launch this book of more than 100 creative practices collected all around the world. And he's a really keen on networker and bringing together all those people who really worry about creative education also in the new normal.
Superb, superb. I think this will be a really amazing network of all the educators who are been inspired or who are passionate about creative education, and we are really fortunate to have all of them. And this will be a great experience for all of us. So now with this, like this, a galaxy of the speakers will be there. But so we have a very detailed plan schedule for this. So please go ahead and check the schedule. On 21st of April, we are coming live on at 12 o'clock Finnish time, which is 10 o'clock morning UK time. And you can say, if at all you are from India, then it's a 2:30 p.m. India time, as well as we have many visitors coming from Asia, from Africa, from USA, and from Eastern and Western time zones. So this will be a quite a detailed program for 2 days. We have a lot of panel discussions coming for that, and we have very good sessions coming for that. This is our team, those we are arranging it, along with my all other colleagues, including Simran Balani, including Nandini and Dhanika and Samir, who is taking care of the entire design of the videos and everything. If you want to register, this is a form which is already available here. So please fill up the form. You will get good information about what exactly happening, and you will get a lot of updates from us, which are required for the conference. If you are interested, and that's what I recommend you, is that please go ahead and visit our website, ccefinland.org/21 April, and you will find videos of the presenters. The idea here is that these guys have taken tremendous efforts, and what they are working is a very innovative ways. We really want CCE to be a platform where they will be recognized and their work will spread to the larger extent, where CCE has a role to play actually. So we have collected all those videos, and you can be able to watch those videos in advance. Please send comments and questions. And 21st and 22nd April, all these presenters are coming live to answer your queries, answer your questions, give deep insight into their part. So please go ahead and watch these videos. This will be really amazing. All these videos are been already uploaded. CCE Finland, we are really proud to work with the schools in different parts of the world, including South Korea, Taiwan, India, and in Middle East. Out of which 2 of the schools, including the Academy School from India and the Silicon City Bangalore Academy School from Bangalore, will be presenting their creative ways. So definitely watch it and post your questions and comments here, so that you will be able to get a lot of information and a lot of ideas. And all these great speakers, Steve, Sharman, and Svetlana, FV, they will be speaking at the conference. So go ahead and watch this part, and it will be really fantastic to have you. On the top of this page, you can see the link for the registration. You can see here, just click here, and you can even see the presenters from the last year. We had a quite amazing, more than 26 videos presentation from more than 12 countries been presented, and more than 67 countries participated in the conference through online viewership part. And you can see that also. You will see that if you want to participate in the conference, it's a free of cost. You don't need to pay anything. It's a watching is available for everyone. You don't need to worry about that. But if you want to secure a certificate, then there is online registration form is there. So please go ahead and check it. This was for the speakers, but the speaker registration is now closed, and we have got the very tremendous response for that. Superb. Thank you very much for watching this, and I really appreciate this time. I got a lot of people are joining right now live. There is a very good question, interesting. So thank you very much. Tender Steps School from Lagos, Pooja Poddar, Swati Devale, Nilakshi Navlekar. She is a very good teacher from Indore, in middle part of India, Madhya Pradesh. Rajan Brahme, and as well as a lot of educators from, I can see, from USA, from Nigeria, from Italy, and as well as from Greece. They have come right now live online. And there is one question, is that I can see that there are 2 kind of presentations. Are there video presentations and as well as live presentations? When will the live presentation will start? So answer for that is at 12 o'clock finish time, we have a live presentation. Before that, we have recorded presentations just to make sure that we are being presented well for the part. And during the discussions part, all the presenters will take up the questions which are being marked onto the YouTube or Facebook. Please visit our website and subscribe to our YouTube channel, our Facebook page, so that you can get regular updates about this conference. So in this entire part, University of Jyväskylä Finnish Education Research Department, along with the various departments in the academia with CCE Finland, we are working together. So Christoph, let's give a welcome to everyone, and then we can take ahead this call.
Absolutely. I'm really looking forward with warm heart to meet every of the participants. And I really encourage those who didn't register yet to go to CCE page and do the registration. And would you mind if I would have one more question to you, Haram?
Yes,
that,
yes.
I know that you are a very creative person. Actually, you are one of the most creative persons I know, and I can name a lot of different kind of creativities when I think about you. So you are social creativity, cooperation, scientific creativity, educational creativity. You are a fantastic speaker and so on. So there's a long list of your multiple creativities. But we know that in this pandemic time, we needed to resituate ourselves, and we recognized maybe new creativities in us. So I just can't imagine that what is the new creativity for you, what just appeared in the pandemic time. What surprised you the most about yourself, about your creativities?
That is an interesting question. I think this means within, you asked the question, and within last 5 seconds, I just went 1 hour, 1 year back, and try to recollect what exactly I think is the new creativity. Yes, I can definitely vouch for that. And this is my what I found during this pandemic is that collaborative creativity is the way forward for all of us. What we have seen is that individual creativity, most of the times we think of the individual creativity, where, okay, what is my work and everything. But nowadays we need a kind of a team creativity, where how I will perform when I'm a part of the team. And it is not that all the addition of the individual creativities will not be the sum total equal of the team creativity. It may be higher, it can be exponentially higher, or it can be almost zero, because you need more ideas, or you need more skills of collaboration, empathy, understanding each other's problems, and coming together for the work, or coming together towards the working towards the goal. So this collaborative creativity during this kind of pandemic, everybody was away, but we are really fortunate to have the team and the people like you who have started working. You in last 1 year, we did more projects than the overall earlier projects together.
That's
altogether.
true. That's
So
true.
this
That's
is
true.
what we call as a collaborative creativity. Once we start working together, our creativity enhances, and that's the objective. So I think collaborative creativity is my one pick.
Great answer. Thank you so much, Haram, for letting us know this. Thank you.
Thank you, Christopher. Christoph, and actually we will have amazing parts. So come on 21st April, afternoon 12 o'clock finish time, to hear from Christoph and the entire team of CCE and University of Jyväskylä about this conference. Thank you very much. I really appreciate this.
Thank you very much.